What's good, everybody? Now today, Hoyoshills and Kurobots are uniting in a new form of Gacha tribalism. Yes, we are not shitting on each other. Today, we will be joining forces to shit on a completely different fucking game. Because they are ripping off some of our favorite hot dragon men in our favorite gachas. Yes, from Wuthering Waves and from Honkai Star Rail, okay? And that disgusting thief copycat of a gacha is, in fact, Etheria Restart. I'm sure you haven't heard that name in a long time. It's been about a year. There were a number of content creators that were sponsored to play and promote this dog shite goddamn game, but we will get into that a little bit later. And the drama today, boys and girls, what are they thieving from, okay? What are they thieving? They are thieving because of this character right here, okay? Xuanqi, okay? Xuanqi is the new animus that is coming in Etheria Restart. And I want you guys to take a look at this PV and tell me what you think when you see it, okay? What's the first thought in your head when you see this PV right here?
If you hesitate, I'll decide for you.
I hate the fact that he sounds hot. Kind of annoying, to be honest, but here we go.
Fear is rational. Being ruled by it is foolish.
Uh-huh.
Xuanqi is a man of profound knowledge.
Look at that design, guys. Where have we seen a design like that before? Sorry. Where have we seen designs that look like that before, I wonder?
With a scholarly temperament, yet he is by no means frail. He embodies...
No, I wonder, I don't know, guys. It doesn't look familiar at all.
both intellectual and martial prowess, in pursuit of a form of perfection distinct from that.
Where have we seen this before? Where have we seen that pose before? I don't know. Where have we seen these horns before? Where have we seen this color scheme before? Where have we seen that fucking long blade before?
Of Swan Li, he has consistently sought to forge his own path. As a defensive-oriented animus, Xuanqi can enhance the turn meter of both himself and his allies under various circumstances, using his defensive capabilities to create more opportunities to act. He never deliberately seeks...
Very interesting, yeah, very interesting pose we have there.
Deliberately seeks to please others. Being exceptionally honest and straightforward, he will not offer
I wonder.
Sincere praise, nor can he stand to hear flattery from others.
Pity and mercy aren't solutions.
I wonder.
The most efficient path is rarely the most pleasant.
I wonder where we've seen that before. And, it gets a little bit more interesting, guys. Do you want to see his other animation? Yeah, that's not the whole story. In his PV, do you want to see what else happens? Let's take a look at this right here. From his PV. Huh! Where have we seen that before? Wind Rider! That's how you know he's not as good as Gion. That's how you know it's not as good as Gion, because, like, he can only Wind Rider. That's as far as he goes is Wind Ridering, okay? You know if you Wind Rider, you fucked up. You fucked up. At Etheria Restart, you did, in fact, fuck up by doing this, okay? Like, it's actually a reset. It's actually so shameless. Now, you could sit here and you could say, Cap, what are you talking about? Like, this is a very tropey character. This is a very tropey stereotype in a lot of CN characters, CN mythology, CN gameplay. Like, okay, sure. Dragon Boys and having longs and stuff like that is a trope. But to the extent we're copying design motifs, color schemes, and actual anime straight up, literally, bar for bar, just like, it's literally frame for frame. It's so shameless, bro. It's literally frame for frame. the timings, the way it slows down everything just for a PV is kind of nuts. And also having the dragon, the long, kind of look very, very similar as well. Extremely similar to Gion's is also kind of telling. Also, Gion as well. The thing about Gion, look at his outfit. Look, what do you notice about Gion's outfit? The right side is a flowy sort of green with a long, like, flowing sleeve, right? You notice that, right? And look at this guy's fucking outfit. The right side is just the same shit. The right side, just a long flowing green with a black undershirt underneath. The only difference is they gave him extra sleeves on the other side.
Frail.
Like, hello, HR, bro, can we tell him, bro, are we being dead ass? Are we being dead ass? His outfit must more like Dan Hung than Gion. Oh, we're gonna talk about that, because, like, there is also another inspiration behind this. There is another inspiration behind this. Dan Hung, okay? They took the horns and the hair of Dan Hung and made it split dye, okay? So he looks a bit cooler. They made him taller. And then they decided to give him Gion's fucking clothes. They gave him Bibidalune's, like, belt and Gion's clothes, and we're like, yeah, let's make our own character. And the eye colors, to me, this literally screams, Grok, here's two characters, put them together into a new design and give him, like, split dye hair. Yeah, Grok, put them together, you know, these character designs, and give him split dye hair so it's a bit different, and give me a character. And you know what? I wouldn't put it past Etheria Restart to do this. Do you know why? Because when this game fucking launched, this game was massively, allegedly accused of shamelessly using generative AI in their end product. Yes, we're not talking in the workflow experience of the game, actually in that end product that gets released to the public. And we saw it in their official design arts and, like, in their character profile images, okay? Characters that had different styles to the usual. A lot of the telltale signs of the actual character art of AI being used in Etheria Restart. This crap-ass dogshit game that I unfortunately played myself on launch, okay? So we already know that this company and this game allegedly has an issue with generative AI. Would we at all be surprised if they were literally like, a Grok, merge these two characters together to make this? Guys, our revenue's low. Our revenue is in the shitter, bro. Our revenue is massively in the shitter. It's bad. It ain't going well. We're making far less than $500,000. Oh yeah, we're making $500,000 a month right now. Times are rough in the gacha space. Okay? Time to release the men. Time to release the men. And let's copy the homework so maybe we can get the Kurobots and Hoyoshills on board and say this dude is the hot dragon man that everyone loves. So shameless and so ridiculously cringe. And here's the thing, Etheria Restart has absolutely no fucking shame, okay? This is a game that was destroyed by its own fucking developers, not listening to its community, had one of the most rough, like, times that I've seen for a game that shot itself in the foot so fucking massively. This was supposed to be a gacha game that was meant to be the new upcoming PvP gacha, yet they did everything possible to make it as annoying to get to PvP, and when you got to the content, it became very much like a bruiser, where if you didn't win by turn 2, it was already fucking over. One of the worst PvP experiences that absolutely wasted a lot of the community's time and a lot of the community's efforts, to the point now a lot of unions and guilds have disbanded and people have dropped the game, okay? All because the devs would not listen again, bro. Look, it's, bro, like, we're out here. We're out here just copying these characters, bro. Like dead ass just taking everything from both Hoyo and Wuthering Waves to try and get any kind of relevancy whatsoever into their game, okay? It's just so absolutely unbelievably cringe. Now, the problem Etheria Restart had, I was someone that actually tried to play this game on launch. I gave it a good shot. I really did. But the problem with Etheria Restart, if you wanted to be competitive, you basically had to max refresh every single day, grind up the PvE to get the gear, right? You had to grind up to get the gear, but it was one of the most painful PvP leveling gearing experiences I've ever done. You had to treat this game like a full-time job. There were times where I would be spending sometimes 10 hours a fucking day having this game in the background, staying up until 4 a.m. just so I can get all my max refreshes in, so I could get RNG drops that were so dog shit that I couldn't use for my characters anyway, to then go into a PvP that you would fucking die in two turns anyway, unless you had the most fucking decked out meta comp that the devs never bothered to fix. The gacha game, whereby they gave you resets so you can build new characters. There was an incident on launch with this game. Everyone was struggling to clear this particular boss until people realized they're building one particular character called Sania. There was a shadow version of a Shadow Sania. She was a dot character, and everyone realized that she was kind of the meta play in order to do this boss. And the game gave you a reset whereby you could actually take away all the resources for one of your characters. They're called animuses. You could reset them to 0 and use all of those resources on a new character so you could build them up again so you could fight in some other things. And everyone decided to use that reset to build Shadow Sania, the dot character, the character that was actually really good at clearing this boss. And what did the devs do? No fun allowed! We're gonna change how this boss works so Shadow Sania isn't actually a great way to use her anymore. That reset that you just spent, you just wasted on her, gone. Like, the devs just blocked fun when this PvE endgame was already annoying and frustrating enough. Like, these devs were so against the community having fun, it's absolutely insane. And going forward later on down in the game, they got scared, a bit too scared to give resets into the future for people between seasons of PvP. It's just literally some of the worst devs for a game that I've ever seen. And I'm gonna be real and honest with you guys when it comes to this game. I quit after a couple weeks. I realized what this game was doing, and I was like, I am not putting my time into a game when the devs are treating like the genuine, the actual like community like this, right? The only source of money was lattices, so resets cost them money. No, exactly. People would spend to get the lattices in order to like upgrade their characters, and resets would obviously mean that people weren't spending money. And I quit this game because I was like, it's just dog shit. It's just like the PvP doesn't seem fun. The devs aren't listening to the community. It wasn't fun. And you know what, guys? This game offered me a lot of fucking money to be sponsored to promote this game. Probably it would have been the biggest sponsor I would have ever taken, even up to this point, like even a year ago. They offered me so much money to promote this game, right? With a lot of fucking money. And I hated this game so fucking much. I couldn't bring myself to accept the sponsor because I hated the game that much, and I wanted to make sure nobody ever played this piece of fucking dog shit fucking game. Like, I really didn't. And you know who else said that this game was a piece of fucking dog shit on his stream? Yeah, this guy. This guy was clowning. Absolutely clowning on Etheria Restart when it released, saying how dog shit and bad it was. But as soon as they offer huge amounts of money to promote their game, because I know exactly how much they were paying people, as soon as they were offering ridiculous amounts of money, this guy hops on and makes 2 videos saying, guys, I love Etheria Restart. You should go play it too. Yeah, people say that I'm like, I love the game, guys. You should go play it. The guy who calls everybody else grifters grifted the most for a huge fucking bag when it was convenient to him for a dogshit game. The guy who says that I'm grifting on Arknights Enfield, even though I've never had a sponsor in my fucking life from them. The guy that said, oh, I don't need to be sponsored by gacha games because I make enough, I don't need sponsors, so I can pick and choose who I want to be sponsored by. Yeah, this guy. The absolute total irony of everything. promoting one of the shittiest fucking scummy AI slop, devs not listening, community like ignoring gacha games I've ever fucking seen, that is ridiculously scrambling for any sort of relevancy because they're making pitiful amounts of revenue right now to stay relevant, right? Copying G1, Wind Rider, copying Dun Hung's design as well, copying his design.
Let's go.
Just for this fucking pathetic slop. Genuinely, for this fucking pathetic slop. And it's no wonder that no content creator talks about this fucking game anymore. No one plays it. It's pointless. The PvP is trash. All the unions and guilds have been disbanded. Everyone's quit. Fucking pointless. People are moving on to greener pastures for PvP. And that's probably Star Savior right now. I hear that's a pretty interesting game. Maybe we'll cover it in the future. But that is the current story about Etheria Shitstart, okay? Like, just one of the worst gachas that was released in the last year. And probably one of the ones that is going to EOS at a certain point. Because there is just no way they can keep this up. That there's absolutely no goddamn way. So I appreciate y'all. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I appreciate y'all. I'll see you guys in the next one. Stay silly. Peace.